الدنيا؟ أين أنهارك؟ أين أشجارك؟ أين بحارك؟ أين قصورك؟
Oh, bro, let's get out of this. I can't feel my fingers no more. I need more time to do this charity work. I have a lot of downfalls. I have a lot of mistakes. Of course, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, إِنَّ الْحَسَنَاتِ يُذْهِبْنَ السَّيِّئَاتِ. You want to find what's easy for you and then just double down on it. And that's anything in life. But in terms of righteous deeds, okay, what am I good at? Am I good at qiyam al-layl? Yeah, let me do that. Am I good at giving charity? Okay, let me double down on that. It does not take much strive. You don't have to fight yourself to do it. It's just so easy. When I see people that I know put in that many hours, for example, into memorization of the Quran, into qiyam al-layl, or being good to their parents, you ask them how, and they're like, what you mean? It's easy, it's simple, it's not that difficult. So this is why it's also important to try as many different things as possible. But back to my point, I digress. In that process, of course, you do need liquid, you do need paper, you do need money. So it's important for a Muslim to also have some businesses set up, have systems that facilitate that thing that you're good at so you can do more of it. Because in the end of the day, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. We're all gonna die. So we have to streamline the process of this ibadah and make it easy for ourselves. Zakaria, assalamu alaikum.
I'm fine, man. Give me a ballpark when I'm flying out.
Either Thursday or Friday.
Okay, خلاص, alright.
Just depends on when we can book the studio.
Am I not taking pictures with the farmer?
Yeah, I'm bringing it.
Book my flights, then I'll send it.
Yeah, خلاص, hey, tamam. So we're on our way to the factory. We've been on the road for like 2 hours. Quality checking today, making sure all the products are on point. So we were packed up trying to fix this car. Door was open, and this guy mashes into the door with a forklift, trying to get this thing fixed so then we can continue our journey. We are in the middle of nowhere. We're gonna have to find a place to park up and try to get this car started again. We can only go at 20 kilometers an hour. So yeah, it's not a good position to be in, especially when there's loads of lorries driving around. Could get mashed into anything at this point. Even if we park up here, it's still so dangerous.
At the time of Ibrahim bin Adham, there was a Kufan businessman who out of nowhere decided to halt all trade. And not only that, he decided to sell all of his businesses, his stocks, his horses, and reside in the masjid. That's it. He's fully committed to worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the masjid. Ibrahim ibn Adham came to him and he says, Malaka tatazahad. He said, Wallahi, O Imam, during my last travels, my mindset has been completely shifted and changed. I witnessed a blind bird with broken wings, resting in a nest in the middle of a tree. And another bird would come to it from afar every morning and evening with its sustenance. And I thought to myself, Subhanallah, the one who's providing for this broken blind bird, will he not provide for me in the same way?
سمير كيف حالك؟ شو اخبارك؟ ان شاء الله بخير. قلت لك الله يرحم والديك، استنانا من فضلك لان السياره تعطلت مش مره مش مرتين 3 مرات. تو قاعدين في الورشه عند الميكانيك فيصلح فيها. قلت لك انا البضاعه مش حناخذها منك كلها اليوم، حناخذ منك بس بعض المنتجات لان الاخوه في تركيا ما زالوا قاعدين يديروا في الليبلز، فالليبلز حيجي منين؟ الله اعلم. قالوا لي 3 ايام، هم لك تو فوق ال3 ايام.
And look how the great Imam responds then. He says, and why did you choose to be the bird that's being fed than the bird that feeds? We have a choice. You can either be the upper hand or the lower hand. You can either be fed or you can feed. You can take your money with honor and dignity, or you can take it with humiliation. And this is the essence on how we pursue artists. But all of my efforts, work, pursuits, skills, that will not increase my provisions by a dirham or a dinar.
Got a shoot today. Sleeping in the office on the floor. Gave up my room for Zakaria because he's the model. We need to look after our models, but yeah, need to pack this in and get going because we're a bit late.
What are you cooking?
Man got a stick in.
Bro, it's the pan, bro.
Stay in the state. You should have waited for it to get super hot.
So we just made it to the studio.
Waywa! Salam alaikum. Oh, this guy hooked up his editing to the monitor straight away. Covering the soles of the shoes with plaster, sticky tape, so that stays clean. But I don't know if it'll stick. Such a difference after we steamed it.
Bro, it feels like I'm wearing silk.
That's so important to steam your
I know what
clothes
silk feels like.
or iron it. But it feels real nice.
Yeah.
It feels premium.
Yeah.
This isn't silk. It's literally The worst. So we need our two main lights. Our key lights. Trying to figure this qahwa out. First things first. We're a bit late, but if the head's not screwed on, we're not gonna work efficient. To work efficient, we need to hit a caffeine. It's a bit watery, but does the job.
The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he tells Amr ibn al-As radiyallahu anhu, نعم المال الصالح للمرء الصالح. Good, sound wealth is excellent for a righteous man. Why? Because he can do good things with it. He could alleviate his stresses, his family's stresses, his people's stresses. And Umar ibn al-Khattab, he says, عليكم بالجمال واستصلاح المال. He says, take care of your beauty, beautifying yourself, looking after your appearance, your presentation, and make sure when you attain this wealth, for you to preserve it through smart investments. So you don't just spend it and it becomes haba'an manthura.
That's it. That's when you know it's fully stabilized. You stabilize it before actually turning on the gimbal. And you turn it on, you calibrate it.
And then he says, وَإِيَّاكُمْ مِنْ قَوْلِ مَنْ يَقُولُ لَا أُبَالِي. And whoever says he doesn't care, of course they care. They're being disingenuous because money at the end of the day is what gives someone tranquility. Salman al-Farisi said, إِنَّ النَّفْسَ إِذَا أَحْرَزَتْ قُوتَ يَوْمَهَا طُمَأَنَّتْ. Now there's a real sense of tranquility. I attain my sustenance for the day. I can now plan and focus and worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in a better manner.
The Libyan farmer, look at the details, look at
Allah barik, Allah barik, Allah barik. Ahmed, what you reckon?
And Sa'id ibn al-Musayyib, who's one of the fuqaha of al-Madinah, one of أئمة الأعلام, he says, لا خير في من لا يريد جمع المال من حله يكف به وجهه عن الناس ويصل به رحمه ويعطي منه حقه. And on his deathbed, they told him, how did you leave this amount of money? 3,000 dinar. 3,000 dinar. You're a hoarder in this wealth. What were you doing? He said, والله ما تركته إلا لأصون به ديني وحسب. I did not leave this wealth behind only to protect my religion and to look after my family. If it wasn't for that, I would have given it off to Sabilillah. Sufyan al-Thawri, he says, لولا هذه الدنانير. If it wasn't for this wealth, لتمندل بنا هؤلاء الملوك. These muluk, they would have used this like wet wipes. And he also said, كان المال فيما مضى يكره أما اليوم فإنه ترس المؤمن. Before, amassing wealth is something that was very disliked. As for today, it is the weapon, the artillery, the armor of the mu'min. And he says, عليك بعمل الأبطال الكسب الحلال والإنفاق على العيال. Engage in the work of heroes. What is it? Earning halal and providing for your family. The Prophet ﷺ, he says, مثل هذه الأمة كمثل أربعة نفر. The example of this nation is like 4 people. رجل آتاه الله مالا وعلما فهو يعمل بعمله في ماله ينفقه في حقه.
One photo shoot. Just one. He just hopped into one scene and he's claiming it.
ما تغلش عليك.
Thing is, we're supposed to have the studio for the whole day. And then Ahmed was like, boys,
We'll start at 12.
I need the studio for literally an hour. Wallahi, an hour. The guy took longer than us.
Is that it, yeah?
But this is why we need to set up our own studio, and it's in the work and it's in the making right now. It's under construction. So hopefully, bi'idhnillah ta'ala, by Ramadan, we're gonna have something set up. So there's gonna be a lot of studio sessions, a lot of vlogs. Wait, tell us if you enjoyed it. I don't know if we vlogged that much, because I know we were focused on getting the content for our naqa. We're just after getting snowfall. It's slowing down. I need to book a taxi. We're gonna go to the biggest masjid and try get a few shots. My keys, I have my keys.
A man who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given wealth and knowledge to, and he acts according to his knowledge with his wealth, spending it rightfully for the sake of Allah Azza wa Jalla. And how does he do that? He sustains himself first and foremost, and then his family. He looks after them. He makes sure all their needs are met, and then he spends it on the people who he does not know. He has no blood relations to them. He just gives for the sake of Allah Azza wa Jalla. He looks after the fuqara, yatama, masakin, orphans, widows, wherever they may be.
This is one of my original shots that a lot of videographers start to do. So I do it with this, I do it with the mihrab, and I do it with the actual chandelier. So if you see any videographer do it, you know that they've stemmed their inspiration from me. I'm not even saying it on a cocky thing. I haven't seen anyone do it before me. 2, 1.
And Abu Bakr as-Siddiq used to make this beautiful dua, radiyallahu anhu wa ardah. He says, Allahumma wassa' alayya fi dunya wa zahidni fiha wa la tuzwiha alayya thumma turaghibni fiha. The last thing a mu'min wants is to be poor, to be needy, to be putting his hand out to people and putting himself in a humiliating position. Ali radiallahu anhu, he says, لو كان الفقر رجلا لقتلته. If faqr was an embodiment of a man, I would have killed him. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to make this dua, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-kufri wal-faqr wa a'udhu bika min adhab al-qabri la ilaha illa ant.
Oh, come on, get out my shot, get out my shot, get out my shot. Okay. Yeah. And then the second I pull back, release. You understand? Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Come here. Oh, bro, let's get out of this. It's a legit storm and I'm getting frostbite, wallahi. I can't feel my fingers no more. Let's heat up the fingers. It's purple.
Can we take the hat off?
Hold on.
Oh my
Hold on. حط. هي أحسن طريقة في الباط.
Huh?
You put your hands under your armpits, I'm telling you. Put your hands.
I cannot do that.
Your hands. Ooh. يا لطيف.
Wait.
سمحة. So this is a 45 1.8. It's not a G Master lens, it's nothing fancy, it's a Sigma, made in Korea, it's very light. But the reason why I love this lens is that it is a 45, it is an f1.8, and it's very, very light. So when I put it on a gimbal, and I'm using it, and I zoom in, it looks super compressed, it looks super expensive, and I can interchange it with the 24mm. So this is a 24mm, 2.8, and they're the exact same weight, exact same dimensions, so I don't even have to calibrate the gimbal again. Halas, it's just easy. Especially for situations like this, it's cold. You know, you got snow going everywhere, you don't want anything in your sensor, you don't want anything in your lens. You just change it out quick, and you're good to go. Halas, I don't even have to calibrate it, I can just turn that on and work. Mic is off. What I'm doing is I'm trying to catch the flakes of the snow. So I've got the 7200. I'm manually focusing, putting on a shallow depth of field, and I'm just letting the flakes come into my lens. Because there's no way that I'm able to capture any of these snowflakes individually. It's grand. Yesterday the snow was falling like candy floss, so it's much easier to capture. But we weren't out yesterday to film. When we're out, it just decides to storm. It's just a storm. It's a madness.
أين أنهارك؟ أين أشجارك؟ أين بحارك؟ أين قصورك؟ أين الملك؟
شرقة السحلب. لكن it's not an issue.
نورين جماعة عناقة.
Quality checking today, making sure all the products are on point. This has been long in the making, just to find a quality supplier, to find someone who has the skill but can also deliver the quantity in a short space of time. The only issue is that it's a one-man team and he will take a very long time to deliver the quantity that we want at the quality that we like. His prices are also very steep, which, to be honest, I don't mind, because honestly I'm going to be charging a decent amount for these pieces. They are high, luxurious pieces. They can be dressed in many different ways. You can be overdressed and wear it at your wedding, or you can be a bit casual with it, just put on the blazer with the thobe and just rock it to Umrah. It's a 3-piece suit that you can just wear at any occasion and you're going to stand out. The thing is, this has only been accessible to the Libyans, and I want to just put it on the international stage because it deserves to be there. Everyone deserves to own a piece of that luxury, and anyone who's Libyan knows when you wear that on the Friday, or when you wear it for Eid, or when you wear it to that wedding, you feel like you're on top of the world. You command attention because of what you're wearing, especially if it's fit properly. We're going to keep it simple also with the colors. I'm just going to release one color for now. Yeah, Zee Al-Arabi. It's underrated.
I understand why it's not popular worldwide.
Yeah.
It's just in Libya popular.
Like, you know, when you look at the Moroccan, okay, the Moroccan's nice. I understand why it's popular, but then I look at the Libyan and it's a different level. For me, Morocco, like Libya, like Masr, like Afghanistan, it's all the same. As long as you're Muslim, you're Muwahhid, and you say La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, the borders of the psycho-speako, they do not adhere to me. For me to come on and say, oh, Libya is better than Morocco, or Morocco is better than... It's not about that. I'm just talking from a stylistic perspective. Also, it is kind of subjective. I am kind of biased because I grew up wearing the Zee Al-Arabi, But if you buy it and wear it as well, you will feel the same. You will show up and people are gonna ask you, where did you get that? And you know what you tell them? I got it from Libya. كنا لازم نوصوا عليه. Like I'd call my auntie or uncle and they would take our measurements and they will make it for us and they'd either send it or we'd come down and we'd grab it ourselves.
Many times
Yeah.
in Dublin, people would just ask you, where'd you get that?
So many
Can you
times.
get me one?
Bro, I'm telling
And
you,
when
I
they ask
post
you,
it.
Can you get me one? You'd be like,
Yeah.
it's not easy.
Yeah, literally. So that's why I'm trying to take this thing online, inshallah.